Thanks, Dave, and welcome to those joining on the Orient Live Debrief on YouTube. That was a roller coaster of a game. Not a very good roller coaster.
No, 5 goals in that second half. Just a really frustrating occasion. You score 3 goals away from home, you expect to win games. But to concede the goals, particularly in the manner we did, was so frustrating.
We've used the word frustrating a few times this season, and that again, Jabbo, just feels really like I feel really deflated by that.
Yeah, we all do. I just think it's more the manner of the goals you can concede, and it's something you can work on. Obviously, we can work on the defensive, but I think it just dejects you even more when it's the manner of the goals that have went in that we've conceded today. On the positive, we looked dangerous. We created many chances against a team that arguably haven't conceded as many and kept many clean sheets. So you can take that away. And what we've always had is a strong defensive unit. So it's something that Richie can get back to on the training ground and sort out. And once that begins to click, like we've been saying, seems to be the word at the moment, we'll push up the table, I'm sure.
There were signs of clicking. We came out in that second half so bright, Elliot. And for the second time in the game, we conceded probably against the run of play, which really shifted the momentum.
Yeah, we started the second half really, really well. We talked about it at half time, but there was intensity, there was intent in the display. We were creating chances. We probably should have been further ahead. We were unlucky when Aaron Conley's shot deflected onto the post. There were good opportunities there. But it just kind of is the story of the season so far at the minute. So we get on top in games and then we concede a not particularly very good goal.
Let's watch Cardiff's goal quite early on in that second half, really. I think Matt said it on commentary that this was really disappointing. We don't see from this clip, but he runs unchecked for the majority of that half of the pitch and gets a strike away. Probably should have been saved, but, it's just a really disappointing goal to concede, Jabbo.
Yeah, it is. But it's hard in the sense of when a defender's running with the ball, it's almost like, do I go? Who should go? Should I come out? Because it's a defender, and arguably you'd say a striker should be following because that's who the striker sort of plays up against. So I get it's difficult, but at that point when he's in front of the defence, then someone from the defence needs to take that initiative and try and put the block. But then I also do think in the end it was close to the keeper. I'm not a keeper, but I think the keeper possibly could have done a little bit better there if you to bail out your players there. So that's my feeling on that one.
You could see. Omar Beckles was caught in 2 minds there because there was the number 10 who was running on his left shoulder, and he didn't want to step forward and engage with with Lawler, thinking that he'd open up the space to slip in the number 10. But at the same time, he then, there was no one else there to step up to try and engage him. And it just on transition, we're sometimes struggling a little bit to work out where to engage and when not to engage.
We responded again though really well to that, Jabbo, and then 2 quick goals from us. It was such a back and forth game, and then actually when you see our next 2 goals here, you think we're showing good signs and we're putting ourselves in such a good position.
Yeah, we didn't let it hinder us in that moment or make us feel starstruck. We just went again, kept the momentum, hesitant and dropped, and we believed. But I think in a match where there's only so many times you can go back and forth and keep that momentum, keep that belief. And I think by the end of it, we were just void of ideas. But
I'm not sure how Cardiff have kept so many clean sheets this season with some of their defending that we saw today. That goal, not pretty.
And then you get to the third goal.
Yeah.
As pretty as it comes.
This one was, in terms of the intent and the positivity to get back into it, this was a big goal. But
yeah, I think that was what we need at that time in the game. That was a great goal to score because we'd obviously just conceded. To get back into the game, get back on level terms so quickly was huge for us, and obviously put us on the platform to get the next goal. It's just another example of why shooting. I know there's an intent sometimes to get players in the best possible goal scoring position. But there are times where you just need to put your foot through it. It's not the prettiest goal in the world, but it's because Idris has had a shot and it's deflected off people that has gone in.
This one a bit of a cleaner strike.
Incredible! Wow, what a goal this is.
Shades of Jabbo Bira.
Yeah, there's some shades of that against Lincoln a few years ago. I remember the game exactly.
I think that was 25 odd years ago, wasn't it, Jamo?
Doesn't matter when, this doesn't matter. I've done it, right? No, but no, what a goal. It's one of those ones when it leaves your foot and you catch it that sweetly, you just know it's going in. And it really, I mean, he deserved it as well. And it's so good to see him amongst the goals. Looked up, saw no one was in a better position than him. And he fancied his chances, just caught it so well, wrapped his foot around it. Lovely.
There's not really much more you can ask for from Ballard and Conley at the minute, because they're both scoring goals. Since Dom's come in, he's made a big contribution, and he's found the back of the net. That's what they're there for, and they're doing that really well. You just need everyone else on the pitch to kind of step up to the same level. That
is the really big positive. You've got to be happy with your attacking output now. I mean, you've got Josh Cromer on the bench for crying out loud. I mean, you've, as Elliot says, we build on that now. We're getting the goals. We've got to start getting the points to match it.
Yeah, and we will. I think, like I said, the hardest thing to do in football is score, and we seem to be doing that very well at the moment. We have two attackers that are really amongst it at the moment and looking very dangerous. So now it's probably spending time on the training ground to sort of like, you know, go back to those fundamentals that have served us well throughout the last couple of seasons, which I'm sure Richie can easily do, or hopefully. And once we get that structure back and get back to those fundamentals, then I think we'll be positive and there's signs. There are signs, like, you know, we want it to click sooner, but we've been here before and we've gone on great runs, and, you know, we're not down and out by no stretch of the imagination. We've gone to a team like Cardiff who, you know, they've been so well defensively, and we've given them a great run for the money.
I don't really want to watch this next bit back, Elliot. But let's do it.
I think it's a goal that is a problem for us in a minute. It's obviously come from, this one's come from the quick throw in. And I think this is our issue. I'm not pretending to be an expert here, but we get caught out when things happen quickly or things happen in transition, and we aren't in our natural defensive state. And we just haven't adapted well enough. We haven't got no one's run across to cover the left back there, and no one's picked up the man in the box.
And same again for the second goal, really. So quick, one after the other.
Yeah, we just need to be picking up the runners into the box. We need to be picking up the play. There's too many players in the box there who you know, unmarked or unchallenged.
Because there's enough Orient defenders and personnel in the box. They're just not marking anyone, and that's the issue. And there's a concentration, whether it's a communication to pass on or delegate. But, you know, there are enough players there to, you know, facilitate someone picking up someone, and we didn't.
Credit to Cardiff though for their fight back. They really, when going a goal down, they've blown us away after that.
Then that's where to try and anticipate what Richie was saying as post match is where we just need to be a little bit smarter in terms of our game management. They scored that goal. The crowd is lifted. We just need to find a way to take the sting out of it, even just for a few minutes. Let the game calm down. Let the game settle. Try and stop their momentum. I don't know how you do that, but that seems to be the challenge, because that goal happened way too quickly after the equaliser. I
mean, 22 goals conceded now. It's not concerning. Well, I guess it is concerning. It's something that we've got to stop stem this flow of goals going in on net.
Yeah, definitely. It's concerning in a sense because it's not how we identify. You know, last previous season we've been very strong defensively, which has given us the base to go on and score goals and do well and have a good season. So, I mean, but we've been here before, and he knows how to sort of like deal with that and address that. So hopefully now, looking at today's match in particular, you go, you know what, right, we need to really get back to it. Because, like I said, going forward, we're scoring.
It's interesting you said it, because I'd had a quick look to see when the last time we lost 3 on the bounce was, and I forgot about that spell. It's easy to forget because we had such a great season, but it was around that March time where we lose to Charlton and then we go on a really bad run. But with this group, there's the confidence that we can turn it around and identify those problems, iron it out. And as we saw this time last year, you know, where we were, there's something there.
Yeah, there's obviously talent in that team. You don't score 3 goals against Cardiff if there wasn't. We just need to, you know, I guess we've been saying it on repeat for the last few weeks, but we need to try and get back on the training ground, work out what's going wrong in terms of our defensive side of the game, work out how we can, make ourselves more solid, but also try not to lose that goal scoring threat. That's a challenge for Richie. He's proven time and time again that he's capable of meeting that. So we'll just have to see how they do it.
And looking at today again, of course, Jabbo, we had so many chances. We don't have the time to go through the clips, but Trott pulled off some saves. Someone maybe put too close to him, but he pulled off some exceptional saves. On another day, if we were a bit more switched on in both boxes, we win that.
Yeah, I think so. And that's what it comes down to, because certain moments in the game can change the mindset of a player. And if we would have scored some of those earlier chances, you might be 2-3 goals ahead. At that point, do Cardiff heads go down? Them being in the game, getting one, the momentum then suddenly shifts, and then it's a to and fro game. So I think it's important at this moment in time to be better in both boxes. Although we scored 3 goals, we could arguably scored a couple more.
Doncaster at home next Saturday. Good opportunity to bounce back. However, they've had a great start to the season. They drew to Burton today. They're in the top half after just being promoted. It's no game feels easy at the moment.
No, but that's the reality of when you're in a run like this. We just need to do what we need to do. I don't know whether it's a case of simplifying things and taking a more pragmatic approach to things and then rebuilding back up. I don't know, but we need to find a way to get some points on the board, in the immediacy, and then we can build from there.
You might not know, but I'm sure Richie does, so that'll all be good. We don't need you. No, I'm joking. We do need you. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon, gents. Thank you, of course, to Elliot Burnett and Jabbo Ibre for joining me, and thank you for your support and viewing wherever you are in the world. It wasn't to be, but we move on to next week when we'll be bringing that Doncaster game live to you here on Orient Live. Make sure you join us for that one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and up the O's.